Couple gets married right on the plane after learning their wedding is at risk. Pam Patterson and Jeremy Salda intended to spend the rest of their lives together by flying to Las Vegas and marrying. However, as bad weather threatened to derail their plans, strangers came to their rescue. Pam Patterson and Jeremy Salda met online and started dating in 2020. Pam had recently been fired off from her medical sales position due to the epidemic just days before their date. Jeremy, a 49-year-old graphic designer who had recently divorced, was terrified of internet dating. Pam was particularly apprehensive about meeting Jeremy because it was her first online dating experience. Pam described it as simply one of those fantastic dates where you speak all night until 2 a.m. She informed Jeremy on their date that she enjoys tossing kindness around like confetti. Like a genuine romantic, Jeremy brought flowers and confetti on his second date with Pam. The two had a great time throwing it around town. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be inspired by these real-life stories on a daily basis. Now, let's return to the story. Apart from their dislike of internet dating, Jeremy and Pam had another trait. Both of them have children from prior marriages. Jeremy had a 15-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter, while Pam had a 28-year-old daughter and a 20-year-old son. Despite their evident chemistry, they chose to maintain contact while dating other people. Pam admitted, "I wasn't sure if I was ready to do the entire family thing again." But Jeremy cared too much about Pam to just let everything go. So on Mother's Day, he contacted Pam and planned a special day for her. "I've never met somebody who genuinely seeks for the good in people. She can see the positive in almost everybody," Jeremy explained. Jeremy proposed to Pam on a beach near Cancun in January 2022. Pam was overjoyed, and they began making wedding plans right away. Pam and Jeremy wanted a destination wedding in Mexico, but first they needed to get married legally in the United States. They thought that a short, fun ceremony with only the two of them in attendance would be ideal in Las Vegas. Soon after, the pair began to plan every element of their wedding. They made a marriage license appointment and booked a hotel near the Vegas Strip. Pam and Jeremy also purchased plane tickets from Oklahoma City to Las Vegas. Pam even bought her wedding gown online. Unfortunately, just 2 days later, the flight they had scheduled was canceled. They then decided to arrange another trip, this time from a different airline that would take them from Texas to Nevada. The pair arrived in their wedding garb at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas. They intended to exit the plane and immediately proceed to their chapel appointment. However, as Pam and Jeremy waited for their connecting flight, it was repeatedly delayed owing to inclement weather. Unfortunately, the flight was ultimately canceled. A man named Chris Mitchum saw their gloomy look as they waited disappointed at the airport. He approached them and inquired about their journey. Pam and Jeremy discussed their plans and how they were frustrated due to airplane cancellations. Chris, it turned out, was on his way to Las Vegas, and his flight had been canceled as well. Furthermore, Chris was an ordained pastor who offered to marry them. The three of them booked another trip to Vegas right away. They expected to arrive later that evening and obtain their marriage license. Pam, Jeremy, and Chris had to dash to Love Field Airport in Texas in order to make their trip to Vegas. Pam described her experience as like being in a movie. She continued, "In a bridal gown, I was actually sprinting through the airport and through security. 'Congratulations,' someone shouted at us. 'Yay!' The captain asked Pam if she planned to marry right after landing as she boarded the jet. 'Well, we'll try,' Pam answered, 'but if that doesn't work out, I believe I'll simply get married right here on this plane.' The pilot enthusiastically agreed to the plan. He informed the passengers and staff that a wedding would be held aboard the plane soon. Strangers and the flight crew on the plane began preparing for the mid-air ceremony as soon as the plane reached a safe altitude for people to start moving around. Tissue paper was used to produce streamers by flight attendants. Chris had camera equipment on hand because he was a former television producer. One of the flight attendants volunteered to record the event, so he prepared the camera. The flight attendants also used the plane's call lights to create an atmosphere and downloaded the song "Here Comes the Bride" to play as Pam went down the aisle. Jeremy and Pam were formally married on April 24, 2022. Passengers were just as interested in converting their plane into a wedding location, according to Jeremy. A professional photographer was also on board, and she offered to photograph the event. One passenger passed around a notebook for others to sign. Other passengers also donated their donut as the wedding cake for the newlyweds. Pam and Jeremy shared it after splitting it in half. Pam reminisced on the compassion of the passengers during their spontaneous wedding. "We clearly delayed the drink service," she explained, "but no one appeared to mind." Southwest Airlines, the airline in which the couple was flying, expressed its happiness for them. They issued a statement that stated in part, "We send our best wishes and congrats to the newlyweds on their new life together." Many passengers approached Pam and Jeremy during and after their flight, they said. They expressed gratitude in brightening their day following a hard travel period. The couple also expressed gratitude for how their in-flight wedding made other people happy. It demonstrates how strangers can come together and create happy events, even in tough situations. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone else who might enjoy it as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.